Welcome back to Pro Audio for Musicians. Today we're going to be looking at finishing up this series on AI human enhanced workflows. Last time I did this, we were doing the bass guitar. I'd done the bass guitar. Since that time, I've finished this. I've tracked all the guitars. I did some SE70 tracks, and then Jazz Masters, Powered Smiths, the Dot. Added some synths, did the vocals, and I want to basically just show you the difference here between the AI tracks, which I have in this folder that are all muted, and what I have here, and really show you what you can do to make these stems sound way better. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this AI part. I'm going to solo it, and we're going to just listen to a little bit of that so you get an idea of where I was at when I started. So bring these up, and let's get over to the AI tracks, which are right here in this folder. There we go. All right, so let's give it a listen to what we started with. What did we start with? All right, this is what we started with. This is the AI guitar. AI drums. Here we go. AI vocal. And one thing you'll notice is a lot of people talk about this artifacting. You hear it especially in his drums. Listen to the hi-hat. You hear that? Or you can also hear it in the bass, especially in the bass. It's terrible. Listen to that. How it dips. All right, so we can't have this. It's unusable. Just for giggles here, let's go ahead and listen to the track of the bass guitar that I played, and then we'll A/B them. Okay, so let's A/B just the bass guitars. All right. Okay, so my bass, and then the AI bass. It's just not even close. All right, now let's do the same thing for the drums real quick. Let's go ahead and solo the drums. Oops, solo the AI drums. Get rid of the bass. And we'll play just a minute of the drums. And now let's bring in, there we go. It's just not even close. Okay, but let's go ahead and just play a little of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure that our AI is muted. And let's start from the beginning. After I'm done with this, I'll explain a little bit about how I set up my buses and how I replace the channels, but just to give you an idea of the difference here. get through this chorus. And then I'll start explaining what I'm doing. All right, now real quick, just very quickly, let's go to that chorus again. And let's listen into just the AI. Notice I didn't sing it the same way. And also the guitars are different. This is not a love song, it's too far gone. So let's go back real quick. One more time. Let's listen to just this chorus and you hear the difference. All right, as you can hear, it's obviously way better than it was. The AI song was a good song, but unfortunately, the artifacting and what it does to the audio in its creation just destroys it. It all has to be redone. It just has to be redone. If the song is going to be good, it has to be performed by a human being. And this is the other huge part about this whole thing is this particular thing right here, this, okay, so this here, well, it's doing that. But, for instance, this cannot be copyrighted. That's not copyrightable. That is copyrightable. You know, that's the difference. This copyrightable. This not copyrightable. I'm not even playing the same thing. You'll always find that by the time you get done redoing these tracks, the song is going to be fundamentally different. It may have sort of the soul or the spirit of the original tune, but by the time you're finished working with it, it's different. It's a completely different song. There's no way to play it 100% accurately, nor should you ever want to. The point is this. You're taking the track and making it better, right? And you do that by playing. All right. So we got that out of the way. Now we can just ignore this AI from now on. We just go ahead and close up this folder and keep it muted. All right, so let's look what I did. All right, first thing I did is I have drums here, right? I have an instance of Addictive drums right here, right where I have my drum track. I have that all sent to each one of these sent to the central drum bus, where I use generous use of tape saturation. That is then fed out to the drum and bus section, where the drums and the bass, the sub bass and the P bass are both sent to. Now, if you also notice, when we go ahead and just solo the bass and the drums, and you can see, or you can hear it for yourself. And if you look, I have the P bass and the sub bass side chained off the kick drum. I also have a sub bass harmonic, which is an instance of my tie running a sine wave that is just playing the single notes that I have. I can probably this. So you have that, but if you keep the kick going, see how it's side chaining off of it? And it's same thing on the P bass, but not as aggressive. Now, I'm also a big fan of crushing my overheads and my room mics. I have a couple instances of an 1176, and then that going into an LA2 to smooth it out. A little bit of drum reverb that I only place on the overheads, and a little bit on the hi-hat, and a little bit on the kick and snare, not too much. I also usually like to drop an instance of decapitator on the kick drum. That gives it a nice rich punch. On the main drum bus, I have a tape saturation, and then I have the SSL drum bus, and then I also use the X saturator, give it a little more harmonics to the entire drum bus, and a bus compressor. I don't think I'm hitting it that hard. No, I'm not. Now, the guitars there are a lot of guitars, right? There's probably 10 tracks of guitars, easy. Going everything from this just pure, I think that's just a clean jazz master. Then I also have what? Yep, jazz master. Very little overdrive. Then I also have another one that's heavier. Also notice this. Also notice my phase. Watch this. Let me go back to this one. Hear how that almost vanishes? Phase is very important between guitars. You have to make sure your phase is correct. You should be hearing an extreme loss of volume and bass response if you have two mics that are both being recorded at the same time. When they're playing together and you hit that phase button, you should hear a reduced volume. Phase is very important when you're tracking guitars. Hear that? Check these out. Here I have one. It's got a flanger on it. And then I have this one, which is that should be a 0 here. Whoops. Come on. What's going on here? Get directly in the center. There we go. And then let's check the phase on this one real quick. It's practically almost vanishes. Perfectly in phase. Let's check these. That's what you want to hear. Now, I also did something else that was kind of a little bit interesting. There's this part here where, this part right here. The cross and the stillness of it all. Let's go ahead and mute the vocal real quick so you can hear this little trick that I did to make the guitars pop a little better. That part, I also have this going on. A Viola Pluck. Brought down in the mix. Not very high, brought down. Now over here I have a little trick that I picked up from Sarah Carter, where I created some parallel effects. So I have a compression, the devil. Where is it at here? Yeah, you can see it over here. I use it on the drum bus. The devil lock by Sound Toys sounds excellent on drums. Just amazing. Just a little bit. Don't need a lot. Don't need a lot. I also have a instance of CQ, which I'm a big fan of as well. In a bus that I call Clarity. So if I need to clear up something, give something a little more harmonic richness, a little more focus, so it can be heard a little bit better, I send that to it. I keep that in my template. But this is how you take a AI song, you take the stems, and then you recreate it. And then it's yours. It's your song now. It's no longer an AI song. It's fully copyrightable. It's an original human-authored work. Completely laid out. It was seeded with an AI song and then completely redone with 100% original lyrics, 100% human authorship, 100% human performance. There's not in the end, there's not a single bit of AI audio anywhere in this. It's just it's a great workflow, especially when you're able to prompt AI and get a result out of it that sounds good, right? And this isn't, chopping up AI audio. This is all real audio, real guitars, real vocals. Just do it yourself. I mean, just listening to the bass guitar itself, just listening to the difference between the AI bass guitar and the AI drums and the AI drums and bass, and then listening to the difference between that and this. That should sell it on its own. Because that and this are, come on. Really? Their stems sound terrible. Somehow when you put them all together, they sound decent, like a real record or a real song. However, when you're really listening to it, when you've actually really listened to the stems themselves, they're terrible. They all need to be replaced. All the songs should be gutted and started over completely from scratch. But this is how it's done. And I'm going to keep showing it. My last video, I want to thank everybody for getting over 1,000 subscribers. Really appreciative. Helps me out a lot to like and subscribe. But I'm going to keep doing this. I've got a record I'm working on. I'll show you what I'm working on. Let's save this and then let's close this. I've got a whole line of songs lined up ready to go. Right here. It's one of the things I really like about one of the things I love about Studio One is it has this version, this thing here, which is like a lot like what's that? Wavelab, right? By Steinberg, right? Where you can have individual mixes of songs, and all I have to do is just click on the song, and it will update it, and then remix it if you hear something you don't like. These are probably going to be a little bit louder than what we heard before, but but when you're done with your mastering, I mean, all of these were done with the same way. Some of these mixes aren't really necessarily done yet. Still working on them. They're not completely done. I won't finish them completely until I'm ready. All the songs are written, and I'm ready to do all of them. Right now, what do I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more. I'm working on another one right now. There's a couple of them that I pushed out that I didn't like as much as others. But basically, this is the the mastering's part of it. When you're done. I like this a lot as well because you can see your loofs right here. I'm hitting -12. Yeah. But yeah, this is the flow, man. This is how it's done. You take your stems and you separate them, you import them into your DAW, and then you just play them. Be a musician. You know, People like say to me, "Well, Jim, you know how to write songs. Why the hell? Why would you ever want to do this? Why would you want to do it this way? This makes no sense. You could just write the songs." Yeah, I could. I could just write the songs. I've been writing songs since 1988. Absolutely, I could write the songs. You know. However, the difference is this: your own mind gets in your way sometimes when you're writing. Right? You can write riffs that could have been the greatest thing ever, and your own mind will tell you, no, that's not very good. And you'll sit there and you struggle over a song, struggle over a song, struggle over a song. In reality, it's all the same thing. It's all just playing, right? And structure, right? And what this workflow allows me to do personally is get over my own psychological self working against me. All right? I find something that I like by going through different iterations until I hear something that I like. And then I'm able to do it and not have to worry about second guessing myself, which is something that I'm terrible at, right? My musical production is tripled with this workflow because I don't have to worry about second guessing myself. I hear the song off of Suno, I hear it, I like it, and I just go with it, right? And I don't second guess myself, and I finish the songs. The songs get finished. They don't sit half-baked in a DAW for a year. And that's the advantage, right? You're able to work around your mind's own hang-ups. Yep, and that's basically why I do what I do, right? It makes things much easier for me. Well, anyways, I don't know how long is this gone. This is 25 minutes. I want to thank you for liking and subscribing and getting me over the 1,000 mark. And I'm hoping to get to 2,000 at some point. I've got affiliate links down in the subscription box, down in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the affiliate link if you want to help me out. And hopefully I can break this down even further. This is a wide overview. I plan on doing things more granularly in the future as I continue to move forward. But hey, thanks for sticking around, man. Appreciate it. Keep making music.